Good. New acquisitions.
J, 7-star bricks. Today we've got set 75288. The AT-AT, the smaller one. 1,267 pieces. Yeah, we're gonna put this together, and then we'll do a video comparing that and the little tiny one here, and that, and that. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Set 75288. This is the, I guess, Playscale AT-AT or AT-AT. You can say it either way, haters.
Don't make me destroy you.
So this is kind of neat. It's got a lot of the same stuff from the Big Brother set over there. So let's just, I guess, start off with some of the minifigures and things. So here we've got General Veers. I have him using the E-Web cannon. This is the same E-Web cannon that you get with the UCS AT-AT. So exact same build, same cannon. General Veers is the same figure. Still got his little headset going on there. Got some binoculars for him. Same guy. Go away. You go away too. We got Luke Skywalker in the kind of the same things going on here, except this is much less of a fall than that is. He's got his lightsaber. He's got his little orange suit from the Snowspeeder. Yay. We've got the AT-AT itself, so this is pretty cool. Now, obviously the feet are not quite as big as the Big Brother. But the funny thing about this is, and you might have noticed this in the build part of the video, but these legs, so all this is basically just decoration, right? That does nothing. This, I gotta take this one off first here, and then all these are just held on. So talk about chicken walker, which usually refers to AT-ATs, but that's all that's holding this up is those Lego Technique pieces there. These things are just held on by pins. It's just plating for looks, but it does nothing to actually hold this thing up. This thing just has some tiny legs, and it looks incredibly funny when you first put it together. It's so funny looking. So that's amusing. Alright, so just like the Big Brother, the sides open up. However, on this, it's the whole side and not just a little door. That kind of flips up and above. And you can see we've got some chairs in here. There's only 5 compared to the 40 in the UCS one. And you can see the speeder bike in between them there that goes in the back. I'll show you that in a second. These side plates do not open like they do in the UCS version. So this is just on here with some ball joints. The front does flip up. So you can see we've got a little mechanism in here. And when you turn that wheel, you can raise or lower Luke Skywalker using his little pulley gun. So that you can go all the way up. And then there is a hatch built into the bottom here. That thing opens so he can throw his little thermal detonator in there. Because again, this is Playscale, so this is more meant to be played with. It's definitely sturdier than the UCS AT-AT. Like, you can just pick this thing up and bang it on the table, and you're not, like, nothing is falling off. If I did that with that, I would cry. So it's definitely meant to be played with. Yes, $160, so it's a little expensive, but you can definitely bang this around and it's not going to self-destruct. Don't do that with the UCS one, for the love of God. Don't do that with the UCS one. So you can see the neck's a little different here. You got some rings and some Technique plating on there. No red in the eye thing. That's a little disappointing. These don't actually move in this one. These do still swivel here on the side. This is interesting. They're jammed in there so tight that you have to raise up one dude's arm. Oh, see, even then he's not on the seat very well. You have to raise up his arm to get him in there. And then I just could not get General Veers to sit behind them without a lot of fiddling, so that's why I left him out. Yeah, there's not much to say. It's a little space you can stick people. That's it. It's definitely not as spacious as the UCS, obviously, because it's not a UCS set. Here on the other side, this side comes up too. There we've got our little snow troopers in this one. You don't get quite as many snow troopers in this one. That's it. Just comes with these two. So you get 2 snowtroopers, the 2 pilots, the Luke Skywalker, and the General Veers. So all of those figures are also in the UCS set, just more of them. And then on the back of this one, this is hysterical. So on the UCS set, you know, you've got the speeder bikes that come out of the 2 sides of the back, and flip these open on the UCS one. On this one, you flip open the top, the back levers down, and he poops out a speeder bike. And then you can kind of see there's a place where the speeder bike sits in here, and then the front forks fit in between the back of the chairs there. So this looks at first glance like the speeder bikes in the UCS set. However, it is a different design. When I was building it, I was like, oh, this is kind of, then I got it all together, and I'm like, oh, it kind of doesn't look as good. It's very similar looking, but when you compare the two, which I'll do in a comparison video, it's different. So then you've got the back of this guy here, flip that up, and there you go. And I'm just throwing this in here because I forgot to mention this earlier, but these legs, you can bend these and pose these any way you want. Well, I mean, within reason, it's still going to fall if you don't balance it, but it's not like that where you have to lock the legs or it'll crash. This, you can pose these legs on the fly, and they bend. They're just little Technic frames, so it's all good. So that is it. That is the Playscale AT-AT or AT-AT. That was a pretty fun build. It's a little over 1,200 pieces, or it's like 1,296 or something. I don't know. I said in the beginning. Rewind, you'll find there. But that was a fun build. Not very repetitive, even though you're building 4 legs. It's kind of like the UCS set. It doesn't get very repetitive doing it. I would probably not buy this on my own, just because I have the UCS set and I like minifigure scale things. But for a playset size, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little display. I might put that in my work office just so I have an AT-AT to look at all day long. All right, guys. This is Jay, 7 Star Bricks. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the likes and subscribes. Please keep them coming, and we'll see you here next time.